This would be part 4 of building the Wilderness Sierra on the NorCal Sierra board. I want to give you an update on what I'm playing with now, which is the boost circuit. So we'll move over to that and zoom out just a bit, or maybe not too much. This is the audio section for the Wilderness. And you know, it's just an LM386 with the 2.2 microfarad feedback, so that sets the gain at 200. And they've added these two components, which sets a boost circuit. And if you remember before, we measured that boost value, and we got this yellow curve, which is actually not too bad. If you look at, this is 600 hertz, 800. It's about an 800 hertz peak in the audio passband with that boost circuit installed. Yesterday I took the circuit out, and this is what we get. So if you look at the idea that we want to peak at 800 hertz, we're losing about 4 dB of signal by not having that boost circuit in there. And also without it, the peak is up here at about 2 to 3 kilohertz, which is way too high for what we're trying to listen to. So I imagine without the boost circuit, the radio is going to sound pretty hot, because you're going to hear a lot of sort of odd whistles and squeals when you tune across the band. But this yellow curve is a much, much better curve. So if you'll remember back to the where all this started, here's the circuit for the NorCal Wilderness, the NorCal Sierra. And you can see that there is no boost circuit going from pin 5 back to pin 1. It's just got a resistor and a cap to set the gain. I think we figured that was about 135 for the gain. So I would assume if we built that, which we almost have by building the Wilderness circuit again without that boost circuit, that this is the audio passband that you would probably expect if you just looked at the NorCal Sierra. So I think it's worthwhile if you guys can add, just tack on, and let me show you what that means, tack on. So I didn't have a 3.6K resistor, so I had two resistors here that series to be 3.66K, and this little guy down here is the cap, the 0.01. So you can see I've lifted that right now, it moves. So I'll tack it back down again when we're done here, and that'll take me from this orange curve back to the yellow curve. That may be enough. The only thing I haven't done beyond that now is measure the actual end-to-end gain of the audio amplifier to verify that we're at 200. This is a relative measurement of how many dB down we are from the output given a general frequency sweep across from about 50 hertz up to about 5K or 6K, which is all my cheap function generator will do. And I'll remind you of that. That's this, and it's an 8038 circuit with a volume control on it and a coupling cap, and I just plug that in to the input of this board, which is now wired through the key jack. So you can see up there underneath the board I've got a pair of wires that go off to the input of the LM386, and then I vary the frequency and I look at the output voltage change given the input frequency, and that's what gave us this curve. So if you want to improve your NorCal Sierra, you can go in and you can add that cap and resistor across from pin 5, which is the output, back to pin 1, and you'll end up with this boost circuit, which is in the Wilderness radio. So 3.6K and 0.01 from, from pin 8 back down to pin 5. And that'll give you that boost circuit, and hopefully you'll get this nice audio peak at about 800 hertz. That should improve your NorCal radio, and I think it's on to build the rest of the radio soon. So thanks for watching.